Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to learn how to create dependent drop-down lists. So let's see a demo for this. So this is Personal Finance Management System. In this, you can see we have one table that contains date, type, amount, category, and description. So here we have drop-down list that is dependent. So first drop-down list we have that is in type section. So here we have three items in type, that is income, expense, and investment. On the basis of type, the list of category will change. So let's see. So here you can see on 1st March 24, there is one expense of 10,000. So on the basis of expense, we have this drop-down list. So on 1st of March 24, there is an expense of 10,000 and the category is rent and that is for room rent. So we have just created this table. So how this is working? So if here we have income, so in the income type, we have different lists. If I talk about investment, so you can see here on 4th March 24, there is a 15,000 of investment in mutual fund. So you can see here we have different drop-down lists. So how we can create that? And on the basis of these expense, income, and investment, I have created these three tables. So if we do any other investment, so this will change automatically. Okay. So let's add one more data here. So today is 11th of March. Okay, and I want to add in investment section. So there is an investment of, let's say, 20,000. So you will be having a list of investment. So I'm just adding this stocks invested in ABC stocks. So you can see here in the investment category, stocks, now we have 70,000. Earlier it was 50,000. Okay, so now we will see how to create dependent drop-down list from scratch. So here we have the data. Through this data, we are going to create dependent drop-down list. Okay. So if I talk about type, so we have three types: income, expense, and investment. In income, we have 5 items. In expense, we have 8 items. And in investment, we have 7 items. So first we need to provide a name of all these lists. Okay. Then accordingly, we will use while creating the dependent drop-down list. Okay. So first click on type and select the first list. Then press Control and one by one select all the list. Okay, now you can leave the control button, go to formula tab, and you have to click on create from selection. Just click here. You have to select top row, click OK. So it has given the name for all the list. So this is the type list, this is income list, expense list, and investment list. Okay. So to check that it is working fine or not, so here I will write type and here category. Okay. So once we will write here the type, which type of list we are going to create, then accordingly here the list would generate. Okay. So here we will use indirect formula is equal to indirect. We will pass the text reference. So we will be getting the text from G6, then we will close them at the end. So currently this is giving a reference error because we don't have text here. So we will pass the text here, that is, let's say income. Now you can see it has generated the list of income. Okay. If we change it to expense, so it has given the list of expense. Okay. Now we have to convert this into drop down list. So first we will convert this type into drop down list. So let's say, yeah, I'm removing here. So to create the drop down list here, also we will use indirect, and then we will directly pass the text type. We will close the bracket. So you can see here it is giving the list of type. Okay. Now the same formula we will pass to create the drop down list here. So we will select the cell first, then we will go into data tab, data validation. We will select here list, and then simply we will pass the formula and click OK. Now you can see we have the list. So whatever the type we will select, accordingly list will be created. Now in the category section, we don't need this list. We need a drop down list here. Okay. So what we will do, simply we will copy this formula and we will go into same data tab, data validation, and here we will select again list. We will pass this formula and we will click OK. Now as we will select here, we will get the list here. So this is the income list. If we select expense, so we have the expense list. Okay. So this is the way that we can create dynamic list. Either you are working into financial sector, so you have this kind of list. So accordingly, you can manage this list. Okay. If you're working in different domains, so of course, as per your domain, you can create a data, you can name it, and then accordingly, you can use the indirect function to create the drop down list. Okay. So that will be dependent. So you can create multiple dependent drop down list. Okay. So here I have one dependency. So on the basis of type, we are generating the category list. Okay. So suppose on the category, you have subcategory also. So if you select the category, and then the same way you can create the subcategory list also. Okay. So I hope you understand how this is going to work, how you can create the dependent drop-down list. Okay. So in the beginning, I have shown you the demo of a project. Okay. That is personal finance management system. This is also completely created using the multiple drop-down list as I have shown you here in the table. Okay. And this is just a simple calculation. Okay. And if you want to create these calculations, I have used unique and filter function. Okay. And for calculating the total amount, I have used some if functions. Okay. So this is quite easy. So if you want to create your personal finance management system, so you can use this Excel sheet. So I will be providing both the Excel sheet in the description. Okay. So you can download this file, you can practice, and you can understand how this is working. And of course, you can take another use case. Okay. As per your professional work, like you're working in any organization or any company. Okay. So accordingly, you can create that. Okay. So this is the real life example. Okay. That you can use. So knowing the formula is a different thing, but how to implement into a project, into a real life use case. Okay. That you should understand. Okay. So I would request you, if you want to learn it, so do the practice. In this file, I have given the data as well. Okay. So this is the data that I have. Okay. So you can create it. You can use it. If this video is informative for you, so you can like the video, you can share, you can subscribe my YouTube channel. If you want me to create this personal finance management system from scratch, so you can do comment. And if you have any kind of question, so you can write in the comment and I will answer your questions. Thank you for your all the supports and love. Keep watching, keep learning. Have a good day. Thank you.